you can have 5 or 6 boards for the 5 or 6 different waves. I mean, out there everyone's going wider and thicker, and some like different conditions you need a lot more curves so you can boost up in the sky. You know, like guys that want to go really fast, they need the flatter board, they need a bit more flip in the nose so they can get in the air real easy. You know, so you can and with what I do with the program, you know, I can just design 5 or 6 of the same boards with a totally different curve, so you can jump on it and everyone will go out there and you can do a rodeo on one board and an air reverse on the other, and then a big hack on the other one, you know, so it depends what you want to do, but yeah, I think that's where it's going to go for the future, definitely. You're just going to need more boards to do bigger tricks. When I first started shaping and designing, probably about now 6 years ago, I was like just in the middle of like any pro surfer has, you know, in the middle of contracts, and Johnny Gillis, the guy that developed the machine, came along to me and said, you know, why don't you come and try this, and so he's been teaching me since then, and now, you know, I sort of know what to do now, and that's how I started 6 years ago. He said, try these boards. We tried it from there, and been designing ever since, never looked back. Wayne Dart from Tracks magazine, and he sort of come to me because we're all in the local area, and Johnny Gillis' machine had been growing and people wanted to start to produce it. More companies want to buy the machine, and they wanted someone like myself at my level as a professional surfer to start using it, and someone that could use the program, surf well, and push the theory of it all, and that's how I started basically. Just come along and we all basically picked the right people and we all worked together. It's helped my surfing dramatically, you know, knowing your own surfboards. I mean, I look at it now and I really find it hard to go and order, I would find it hard to go and order a board off someone not knowing what's in it, you know. Like I know when I was a professional surfer, just getting boards off my Shaper and not knowing anything about it, just surfing. Sure, it was free minding, but at the same time, not knowing what I could do. I mean, now knowing what's bits and pieces and angles and rockers and curves, knowing what I can do is just makes you push yourself further, because you know that the board's going to allow you to do that rather than forcing it. Because before, when you don't know what's going on, sometimes you have to force the board to put it where you want. Now that I know what I can do to change it, it's just easier to surf. It makes me do the turns in the right position without forcing it through the lip. Just grabbing my own board, you know, your mum giving you your own surfboard, you know, getting into your little grommet and just getting out there, you know, and just trying to stand up and trying to surf and seeing older kids. It's always about watching the older kids surf, you know, and going, oh, I want to do that, I want to be like that. Grabbing your mates, and you know, when I was a kid, you know, even when I was about 9 or 10, we grabbed video cameras, went down the beach, let's video each other, let's see how good we can get, you know, all that style, you know, and that's it, that's my memory, is just trying to surf the best I can, possibly, and now that I design surfboards, it's incredible. You know, now I'm right in the mix of it all. I can design surfboards, I can surf them, test them, and now people want them, so it's great. If I want to order a board right now, if a guy rang me, I just answer my phone, get the order, exactly what he wants, basically grab my floppy disk, grab this, put it straight into my computer, open up my file, just open it up, design it, which you know can take up to a little bit of time, design my board, save it on my floppy disk. If I haven't emailed it straight to the machine, I can just save it, grab my floppy disk, pack up, put it in, and it's done. That's it. And that's all it takes. And then when a guy wants another order, I've got the file in here, in my computer, he rings me up, goes, Clemo, that board was unreal, can I have another one? No worries, mate, it's got it on file, let's just change this a little bit and just grab another one. It's too easy. Once you've got the programs and the boards designed, if that board's the one I want again, it's a matter of pressing enter, you know, and just saying I've done the theory behind it, I know how the board works, I've got it saved in my computer, the machine knows what to do already. It'll just make that same board for me. But if I need to change it, it can be change up to the nearest millimetre to alter the surfboard, and the machine knows that too, so I just change that little part and then just go back to the computer, and straight away the machine knows what it's doing and just recreates it. That's why it's so good for anyone, or guys like myself, to change the nearest part of the board by the nearest millimetre just to make it that much better. Once you've got the design, you can just press the button and leave it there, the machine will cut it, come back and fix it up, you know. I can sit here and design my boards here and sit here and have my cup of tea instead of getting in there, you know. It's just a different way of doing, just a different way of making a surfboard. You just design theory, you still go out and test the boards the same way. The difference is I use my laptop rather than a planer, you know, that's the difference. I can't see the end of the tunnel. There's so much to go for, like I mean, I'm only touching the basics right now of what I'm doing, you know, and we're still creating the same sort of boards. There's a million ideas. I can design anything on this thing and the machine can cut it. It's just a matter of time and people getting their head around it, slowly get their head around what we can do with surfboards. People, like I said before, people are doing rodeos, they're doing all these different tricks, flips, everything. So our boards have eventually got to go further for their surfers. Once the boards get lighter, faster, more curve in them, double-ended surfboards, everything, then the guys are going to be able to land tricks, ride different ways, it's all going to go with it. So I think there's no stopping it. It's just going to go further and further and further, and the computer idea is just going to go with it. You know, it's just going to get more popular and more popular and more popular. That's all that's going to happen. It's just going to go with the future with everything. One of the things I've been working on is just a little double ender. 1 fin in the front, 3 in the back. Just got a bit of volume, bit of width, nice little square at the front, square at the tail, so you don't really know which is the front or the back. Pretty similar. And when you ride it, you can choose to go which way you want. So when you're riding it, you can pop an air, land at the front, and maybe twist it around and go the other way. That's one of the little things I'm working on, and just keeping the speed, keep a nice concave in the middle, and that's about it. It's www.surfcm3.com, all lowercase.